Welcome to Reformed and Real, where we take a journey with our people fresh out of prison, and we want to find out how the community around them really feels. My name is Mario Hernandez. I'm one of the afflicted people that got released back into the community, and we're here to try and figure out how this looks.
And my name is Wayne Burt, curious onlooker, wants to know about our prison system, get to know the stories beyond the stigma of incarceration, and because, like Mario, I believe all stories count.
Yes, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't that right?
That's right.
That's right. Well, we always say that, but and I think, I don't know if it's getting old to people listening, but it's okay.
I don't know. We keep proving it, right?
Yeah.
It's not an empty slogan. Yeah. Keep proving it.
Yeah. Well, we have a special guest with us today. His name's Tristan Maes, and even though I just didn't told everybody who you were. Who are you?
My name is Tristan Maes. I'm a recovering addict. 43 years old. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, welcome. We're glad that you came here, and we try to focus every week, Wayne, on first of all, people that are getting out of prison, and then the other part of it is how people receive them. Like, what do people see when they see you get out of prison? When they see you, trying to live your life, and what the things that you go through, and how people receive you. Like, pretty much like rental agencies, leasing agencies, employment opportunities. Just everybody in general.
Yeah, how are you getting along? How are you getting by out there?
Yeah.
Meeting your challenges, staying away from temptation and all that stuff,
Yeah.
Day-to-day stuff, I imagine, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, it's not easy, obviously. I struggle every day. But yeah, I make it work.
All right. So, Tristan, tell me, where'd you get started in addiction? Tell me a little bit about your past.
Oh man. I was about, excuse me. I was about 12, 13 years old. Like a lot of other people, I have older siblings that were in it, and they kind of turned me on to it, and I kind of, that's how it started, from weed to drinking and, to old school crank. And then, it just went up from there. I was the youngest one out of the three, and I took it to a whole nother level. So, yeah.
What was your family life like? Mom, dad, what was that like?
My mom was always in the picture. She wasn't as godly as she is now, but she was always around, man. My mom is my lifeline. My father, he was there financially, but that's about it, man. That's excuse me. But yeah.
Did you grow up here?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was born here, but I grew up in Sacramento and Hawaii. I went back and forth every year. But yeah, for the most part, I grew up here.
Gotcha. And so the addiction led to criminal activity?
It did. It did.
Was it gradual or go pretty fast?
It went pretty quick. I was always the type of individual that, I always hung out with older people. So I wanted to, be that. I wanted to, make a name. So I kind of dived. I dove in head first. So, yeah.
So when was the first time you went to jail? Let's talk about that.
Oh, man. Juvenile detention?
Yep.
Oh, geez. Maybe 12, 13 or something like that. I think me and my older brother Donnie, we robbed our next door neighbor. We broke in and they had a jacuzzi, and we drank all their liquor while sitting in the jacuzzi, and the cops came. I don't know why. We just, we just did it. And, yeah.
And that got you in juvenile hall?
Yeah. Yeah. And then definitely gradually I upscaled my criminal activities from there.
Okay. So I have known you for a pretty long time. Maybe what year was that?
Man, prison. It was in prison, right?
Yeah, when I first met you.
Yeah. 2006, 2007, maybe.
Yeah, or four, or 5.
No, was it?
I don't know.
It was a while ago.
We met there first, and we were doing a therapeutic community get together. Boy,
where Mario, I think, got kicked out twice.
3 times.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I was there for 2 of them.
No therapy for you?
No therapy for
Or were
me.
you aggravating him?
No, he actually wanted to beat up some other people. So yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Were you guys at the yard?
At the farm.
At the farm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
farm.
yeah.
Got it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and for everybody, that's a minimum custody facility out there at the main complex.
Right. Yeah.
So, we met in there, and we just talked to each other or whatever. We hung out a little bit, and in the 3 little times that I was in there,
Yeah.
But you ended up getting out. You got out before me,
Right.
and I ended up getting out, and I ran into you in the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. We had some times, man.
We were friends.
Yeah. We had our addiction times, and it was all right, man.
Yeah, and then we had you introduced me to my girlfriend at that time.
Oh, Megan.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh. Huh.
Yeah.
So we kind of had a little posse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little crowd.
Right.
And that was the days where you'd get out and then eventually you go back in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Every time. Yeah.
And and the same for you,
Definitely.
huh?
Oh yeah. We hung out for a minute, and then we went our own separate ways, and then it was adventurous, I should say.
Yeah.
So how'd you react when you get back in and then see each other? You go,
We never did end.
No.
No, we were always offset on times.
Yeah.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But
No, wait a minute. I don't mean to cut you off, but that was my only time in. That's the only time I went to prison.
so it was 06.
Yeah, 06. Yeah, 06, and then excuse me, 06 to 2010, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I had a little bit of an anger problem back then.
yeah.
It's all right. It went away.
But you still, I don't know if it went away. But,
Did it go away?
Yeah.
I mean, what I heard before this podcast,
Yeah. It's
nobody caught on the mic.
I think it's still there slightly. Yeah.
It's all in fun.
Yeah, interesting. So how long were you in for?
I did 3.5 years, 4 years, or something like that.
Gotcha.
2006 to 2010.
And what was prison life like for you?
Honestly, it was kind of rough at out the gate. I had some issues with some other gangs and stuff, and it was it is what it is. I don't know if I should go full into detail, but I was there, presented myself. I can.
You can.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, okay, well, there's a certain gang, you know what I mean, and I'm brown, but I ran in a black gang, you know what I mean, me and my brothers, and the whole nine and whatnot. From growing up in Sacramento and stuff, we kind of brought it down here, and we were with it, you know what I mean. But I had issues with somebody in Cottonwood, and he was part of a reputable gang in Caldwell, and dude was like 6'10", man. I'm not gonna say his name, but he was all talk, man. That's all I gotta say. But anyway, I went in there, man, and then I was in a certain tier, man, and let me back up a little bit. So in county jail, man, I was kind of a torpedo, and I hung out with, all my race and this.
Explain what a torpedo is.
So a torpedo is something that OGs or veteranos, they have these soldiers, and they send them out and they fight people or snag people, right? So I was kind of that in Dorm 6 on my way to prison, and I hung out with a lot of blue raggers and like Sureños and that kind of because there wasn't too many brown Mexicans. There wasn't too many Mexicans in black gangs, right?
Gotcha.
In fact, I think I was the only one, man, in jail at that time. But I just I got along with everybody, you know what I mean? And like I said, I wanted to be somebody, so I was with it, and I definitely made a name in county, and then I served my year in county for a ag battery. I got out. I got in trouble for an ag assault, and that's what sent me to prison. And then I went to Cottonwood first, and then that's when I had beef with this guy, and boom. Long story short, I went to RDU, and guess had a hit on me. They were supposed to stab me, this and that. I don't know, man. It's a long ordeal, and then I kind of reversed it on them, and then the next day, that individual got, and you know what I mean. And it was cool since then, But when I did go to ICC, man, I hit A tier, and I seen some of the same dudes that, they were kind of running shit in county that I was a torpedo for, and they were cool, man. And then I had issues with some other dudes, and there was some kind of ordeal, man. And Yeah, and then I left that tier, and then there's, you know, a whole bunch of shit being. Yeah, it's a long story, man. But just know that, you know, I was with it. You know, everybody wants to talk down on individuals when they want to be heard. That's all I gotta say.
Well,
You
prison
know what I
is
mean?
that way. You know,
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like you got to hold up a certain
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
If you're going to be around anybody, that's anybody in prison, you got to hold up,
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
it is,
Yeah.
however that looks.
And
whatever it is.
and even if you're new, man, it's like you don't really know what's going on. You know, if you make that mistake, it stays with you for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? No matter if you try to make it up or not. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. You know. Yeah. So I mean, that's just kind of how it went. Excuse me.
So, so past all that, you have a couple of kids.
I do.
Tell me about your daughters.
Excuse me.
Tell me about your babies.
Yeah, that's my life. Those, yeah, definitely my life. Patience. That's my oldest. She's 18. We actually just went whitewater rafting on Sunday. That was fun. My youngest, Malia Maes. Man, that's my life right there. It's my baby.
Beautiful daughters.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate that. They come here all the time, man. They always get love from Uncle Mario, man.
Cool.
He always hooks them up, man.
Good old Uncle Mario.
Yeah. You know, he hooks them up, but he don't give me shit, man. So, but that's what's up. Man.
That's tough love. That's what he gives you.
I dig it though. Man. It's good shit.
Well, so you know they're growing up, right? And I want to talk just a little bit about them and how did they react? Because kids don't like their parents going to prison. So tell me about that a little bit.
So the kids were already a certain age when you went into prison.
So my oldest, Patience, I was in prison, and she was man, excuse me. She was born while I was in prison. And I remember the first time I seen her, man, she was walking, and she didn't know who I was, and she wouldn't come to me, and it kind of broke me down. And but they, you know, my ex, you know, she was kind enough to bring my daughter, you know, on. I think she brought her every 2 weeks or something like that. So she gradually started to know who I was, and you know, it kind of made my time a lot easier.
Yeah.
Then my youngest, man, you know, mind you, I was still getting in trouble when I got out. I just wasn't getting caught, man. You know what I mean? And what's sad is that I was still under the influence of drugs when my youngest was born, but I was there.
But you did what you needed to do to get out in the first place.
Yeah. I did. Yeah.
You towed the line.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I can say that in the same sense of, you know what, when I first started doing drugs, I was on the money side of it. And that was my high. You know, I still got high, obviously, you know what I mean? But the money side was it was a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, it seems like throughout my life, 30 years of doing this, my whole concept has been see how much money I can make. And then I've been fortunate. This is, you know, kind of an oxymoron, you know, but I've been kind of fortunate enough to make good money and save it thinking about my future, if that makes sense, right? Put it into what I got to do when I get sober, right?
Yeah.
So
Because you always knew you were going to get sober.
right, I did,
Yeah.
but it was just, you know, my hair's standing up, man. Yeah, I mean, it's just, I did, and like I said, it happened several times, man, and it was. I mean, it's sad to say, but it was a beautiful thing at the time. I thought I was Scarface. You know what I mean?
Everybody does. That's
Right,
in
yeah.
addiction, whether they're selling or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the whole make a name for yourself. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, I always thought that I was the best drug dealer. You know, because I thought I did it right. You know.
So how did your daughters feel about it?
Yeah, man, they were. You know, I
Because mine's still mad at me, even though she forgave me.
Yeah.
She's still mad at me for the way I was.
Absolutely. You know, there's times that the things that I do remind my daughters of me doing drugs, right? Because I used to seclude myself. I used to give them excuses on why I can't be there. Tell them, you know, I would plan something with them and not follow up, right? But yeah, you know, and there's sometimes that I do that, and they think that you know, is daddy high? Is he doing this? Is he doing that?
Yeah.
You know, and I'm not. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, I can't knock them for feeling that way. You know what I mean?
Sure. Take a
So-
lifetime to, get back to that spot.
Yeah.
Or you just got to work on that trail of forgiveness the rest of your life. It's probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
It's an ongoing battle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question about that?
Yeah.
Are they good behaviors or bad behaviors?
About half and half. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah. Because we can't let it. I mean, obviously, it takes a lot to change a person completely, right?
It does. It
But-
does.
But you're trying, right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you, man. I've been sober since Easter. Really, I have. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Right
It's a
on.
struggle, though, man. It's a struggle, I mean, I think about it all the time, and it's not the actual high, man. It's the smoke, right? It's everybody has their vices, man, and that's mine,
The whole ritual of it.
right?
Yeah.
The process,
Yeah.
it's the process, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't like really hanging out with those type of people or feeling that way. But it's just the process, man.
Yeah.
So, and it's yeah.
What
not
do you
easy.
say? It's the rush, right? It's the excitement of all of it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Whether it's the money, whether it's for guys it's girls, for girls it's
Right,
guys,
right.
and all that stuff that
Yeah.
let's just call it TV stuff, right? Like
Mhm.
what people see on
Yeah.
TV, all the restaurants and women and men and whatever. It's all it's a farce.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Yeah.
Whatever that word means. I don't really know what farce means, but yeah. Yeah, man, it's for me, it's really not post, right? It's pre, right? It's the pre-game rituals. Because as soon as I get high, man, it's game over for me.
Yeah. It just unravels.
Right. I don't want to be there anymore. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it, man, I'm gone. Yeah.
So let's talk about that for a second. You relapsed. Your last day in use was Easter, right?
Easter, yeah.
Okay.
So
okay.
I guess it would be the day after. Easter was the 4th or 5th, I believe. And then so I guess it would be the day after my first sober day.
Okay.
Right.
And I was talking to you then. Right?
Right.
Yeah. So tell me, Tristan, like what made you? Where were you? What were you doing? What were you thinking? What was your struggle that brought you to relapse? Because everybody's got it, and I'm not talking about I just wanted to be around all these girls. I want to do this. What was it?
Yeah.
Because it's always something, right? So do you have that pinpointed? Do you know what it was? What made you like go get high?
Man, just an addict, man. I think I was sober for a month or something. I forget, man. That's another thing drugs do to you, man. And very short, a lot of short-term memory. But anyway, I don't know, man. I think I just thought about it and just got high. Or it may have been, I was into it with one of my kids and frustration. I mean,
Because it's a lot of things. So I don't know what you were going through, but I was talking to you and I was
Right.
like, dude,
yeah,
where you at, man?
Yeah.
But we all go through it. When when I relapsed, it was like, like everything wasn't just the way it was supposed to be, like the way I wanted it. I wanted money and I wanted a car and I wanted a girl and I wanted my kids and I wanted it. But when I had realized that I had to really work for it, I started getting discouraged.
Yeah.
Things pile up. You get kind of frustrated.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
go screw it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the way it goes.
Oh yeah.
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 So I'll tell you something. So when you went through your recovery program, I went and seen you maybe once or twice.
Once.
Okay, it felt like twice.
Yeah. Let's not
once.
exaggerate,
Yeah,
Mario.
Yeah. I think I had invited you to what was it?
Thanksgiving.
Was it Thanksgiving,
Yep.
and you kind of dropped the ball on me, man.
I couldn't make it. I had to
Well,
work.
you told me you were like 2 weeks in advance, and you told me to kick rocks,
Oh,
man.
yeah.
So that's when I had a lot of bad things to say about you in front of everybody.
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
But you were when I saw you there, like I was like, I think he's ready. You were there on your own accord. You didn't have to be there.
yes,
Because
and-
something happened, right?
yes, and yes, something did happen. Yes, I caught a felony for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I mean that was yeah, that was just me being at like, I don't even know how to put it, man. There was drugs in my car, okay, and I didn't know they were there, and they were in a little those little dab thingies, those little rubber dab things, and I got pulled over. I mean, granted, I did have a couple blunts on my front console of my truck, but I wasn't really worried about it, right? So, it's not like I was being positive, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
I'm and I wasn't. But I never, my state of mind is I never ever travel late night with anything on me, right? I never do that. And if I do, I'm ready with some bleach and some Coca-Cola in front of me in my hand on my thing and getting ready to dump it, right? It's worked every time.
Criminal thinking.
Right,
Wow.
right, right.
How's that work?
Well, you can't detect anything once you put it in bleach or a Coke.
And see, that's the type of shit I prided myself on, doing stuff like that, you know, and I taught, that's, in the game, you want to be that guy, right? Like, hey, you know what I'm saying? If you do this, you know what I mean? And several, and it works, right? But anyway, so yeah.
Not really though, because you got busted.
Right, that's right. But
in the end.
Right. So and so they searched my ride and I wasn't even tripping, you know what I mean? Give me some tickets or take me to jail, bond out on some misdemeanor, blunts, right? I was fucking, I was high. Excuse my language. Can we cuss on here?
Well, I'll edit it.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. But yeah, next thing you know, they're pulling a thingy out and telling me that I got drugs in the car. I go off on the cop. If you set me up, I would do. I swear, I did not have nothing. It wasn't mine. This or that, right? But homeboy just got out of my truck. You know what I'm saying? It was his, but he didn't know that he dropped it either, right? So, and I'm like, all right, bet. So, what are you gonna do, right? So I get a lawyer, $7,500 for a lawyer. He made up for the shitty, lawyering, if that's a word, that he did at the beginning, towards the end, he made up, if that makes sense. I don't even know if I said that right.
He was a poor lawyer at first, but he made up for it.
Out the gate, man. He wasn't really nothing out the gate. But towards the end, he kind of made up for it because I totally screwed the pooch on me, trying to plead my case of staying out. I had like 8 dirties. I was just like,
what was I telling you when you were out?
Yeah, man.
I said, you can't do this if you're not sober.
And what's cool, listen, man, I'm going to tell you something about Mario, man. Mario, me and Mario, we horseplay a lot. We talk a lot of shit, man. But you know what? This dude has such a huge heart. This dude takes my truck. He's like, don't trip. He's like, I got you. This dude takes my truck and pays my payment, man. It was like $400 or something, $500, bro. And I was like, damn. I was like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Like.
I rotted it around town too.
Right? No. And but nevertheless, if you ran that shit into the ground, if you ran my truck into the ground, yeah, man. You still paid the payment. You offered, to help me out. Nobody does that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody does that.
I know what it's like when you go to jail or when you got to go to treatment or when you got to go away. And either you lose it to the bank or you lose somebody stealing it from you. So,
then you're in a deeper hole,
man. And when he did that for me, man, like that was so positive, man. Because I ain't never had really nobody do that. I was always a dude backing people up. Like I'm still giving, and I'm not trying to gloat because I don't like to do that, man. I like to give praise. I like to see people win. But that's what I'm doing for people now. Is I'm giving people money in jail right now, right? Because they show me loyalty and whatnot, and it's only right to show them loyal back if it's not involving negativity. But he did that for me, man. That was crazy. Yeah. Man, that was wild, man. And, and I love,
me.
I do, man. I love you, man. But I love to bring it up when I was in the rehab, man. Yeah, my boy's taking care of he paying my payments, man. Like that's Now I'll boast about it, dude, because I ain't never really had nothing like that, and that's man, that's crazy.
What'd that tell you about what Mario wants for you?
Man, a lot, a whole lot.
Like
and then,
what?
Man, he wants me to get sober. He wants me to surround myself with like-minded people. He wants me to get it, man. He wants me to get it. Just enough said, man. He just wants me to,
Yeah.
grow up.
And that's
know?
making more sense all the time.
Man, absolutely. He does things in his own way, man. And what's wild is, every time we have our little talks, man, after he punches me in the gut or something, man, he'll come up to me. He's like, and he'll have that serious. And I don't know when it's serious. We'll know, when we can say something, right? And it's always us two, right? And he'll say something. I was like, I know, man, I know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if he don't know I look up to him, man, then he's tripping. You know what I'm saying? It's the real deal, man. But us together a long period of time, man, it's, I don't know if it can happen.
It gets a little hectic.
You know what I'm saying?
sometimes.
Yeah, I do, man.
It's all good though.
I'm sure it
It's
does.
all love, though, man.
Well, we had a whole
love.
podcast episode before this even started.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The warm-up act.
Man, if Mario didn't grill me, man, then I wouldn't know how to accept it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can't be with people who don't know how to joke around or just
Sure.
flipping me shit, right?
Sure.
So I mean, I love it, man. So yeah, it's awesome.
So you have since Easter. How many months is that?
It's a month and a half. It's been since April 4th or something like that, or April 5th was Easter.
Okay.
So my sober date is a day after that. So I lied. So I apologize.
Okay.
So it's like April 6th,
Okay.
like that.
Good stuff, man. I mean, when you're me, it's like it's cool.
Mhm.
But when you're your daughters, I mean,
Yeah.
how I mean they got to look different at you and they got to feel different about you. But what do you got to do? What do we have to do, Tristan, to like keep that up, to make them feel better about us being in their lives from here on out forever?
But I tell you what, man, I live by two things, man. Time, never waste your time anymore, and consistency. Consistency and time is key, man. And I feel like if I just follow those two rules, man, I'll be okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a huge provider. I feel like if I provide, because that makes me feel good. It's not me boasting, but it makes me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So my hair's standing up, man. Every time I feel good and it's real, my hair stands up. Yeah.
Good. So they I mean, obviously, whenever I see them, they're like, I talk smack. I'm like, where's my boy at?
Yeah.
Where's my son at?
Yeah.
And they're like, you mean my dad?
Yeah.
No.
Oh yeah. They love it, man. They love it.
But they're good kids and they deserve you the way you are, right?
Appreciate that.
They deserve that. They when they wake up in the morning and they don't have to worry about where you're at, that's a better thing.
100%, man.
Today, my daughter doesn't have to worry about where I go at night. And now your daughters don't have to worry about where you go at night. And so let's talk a little bit about your plans. So what's next for Tristan? Like, what are you going to do now? Because you've been sober a month and a half and obviously you own a business.
I do. Thank you for bringing that up. It's Amazing Painting S Corp. Interior, exterior, man. I do everything that has to do with painting, man. I love it. That's my life. I've been doing it 22, 23 years. So yeah, man. So if anybody out there needs a paint job, my number is 208-761-8793.
Sweet.
But besides that, man, I'm a real, I'm into martial arts. I've been doing it for 15 years. I do a lot of jiu-jitsu now, but I am actually in training. I know I'm 43 years old, man, but I want to give it one more shot. I swear I do. So, I'm a big social media guy. I'm all over social media, as you know. But yeah, I'm grinding, man. I mean, I think I get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. I love it though. I love it.
Yeah, you texted me this morning at 5 o'clock in the morning.
I did. I won't tell him what else.
I said, don't ever text me. I said, okay, cool, but don't ever text me at 5 o'clock in the morning.
This guy. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. Well, good, man. So, you know what? Tell me something about you, Tristan. Like today, like how do you feel? Like tell me about how you feel. Like your feelings. Like where's your life at? Where's it headed? Like how do you feel about yourself right now?
Number one, I thought this podcast stuff would be easy, but I am really, really nervous. So I apologize about that from the gate. But it gets comfortable. But yeah. What was the question again? I'm sorry.
How do you feel about yourself right now? How do you feel?
I feel like I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you feel confident?
I do. think I always feel confident. But I feel like there's some unresolved internal issues that I maybe need to talk about or deal with a little more. But time will tell, right?
So that's one of the things that we talk about a lot is like, we go through that no matter what, all of us like that are in recovery. It's never done. It's not like I've heard people say, oh, you know what? I used to be an addict, but I'm not anymore. Well, you wake up every day with the same life that you had yesterday. So you were in addiction, active addiction. Today you're in recovery. And as you get better and as you've been getting better, you're working, you're being healthy, you're being around your kids. Did you go whitewater rafting this weekend?
I did. Sunday. It was me, my daughter, my older brother, my younger brother, and my project manager and his girlfriend. And it was a blast.
Yeah.
So fun.
Stuff you can't do when you're
crazy
behind bars.
Crazy, man. I was happy, man. I even jumped off the raft and went down the rapids without the boat, and I panicked and I thought I was gonna die, so I jumped back on.
Now you feel alive,
man. I'll never do that again. I'll tell you that.
Did you hit any rocks?
I did, and that's why I panicked. So, and they teach you first lesson is lift your feet. And that water was so cold. I'll tell you that, man. And because we went early in the morning, and but it was fun, man. Jumped off I think it was like a 20-foot rock, and I had so much fun. My daughter was there, man. I was loving on her the whole time. She was loving on her dad, man. It was the first time in a long time, So
the beauties of being in recovery.
I was happy, man. Yeah.
Well, good, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Keep it in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to people out there, Tristan, that are struggling in addiction, that what do you have any advice for them? Like just one thing, what do you do every day when you wake up in the morning and you know that you got to keep going?
I read my Bible. I read Psalms. I've never really read the Bible, man. I lied. I did in when I did my year in county jail at 18. But it's so hard to understand back then, right? It's a young mind. But man, tell you what, man, the older you get, you better figure it out, because time is not on your side, Yeah, I love life, man. God is good.
Good. And the struggle's real.
The struggle is
real.
That it is.
Yeah. Well, awesome. And this is Tristan. We appreciate you coming on here today. We have so much to tell people out there, and we want everybody to know that, life ain't peaches and cream. It's a struggle every day. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you relapse, and sometimes you just, whether it's a dry drunk or a real drunk, or there's a lot to growing up and growing past that. And we have people like you and people like me that are we're all in different parts of life, but we're all heading in the same direction. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate you, as you know.
Yeah, I do. And I love you too, man. And I appreciate you guys inviting me.
Absolutely.
If I can just say one more thing, man, to everybody out there, man, you learn more from a loss than you do a win. So just remember that, man. If you fall, don't give up.
Awesome.
Good stuff. Awesome. Thanks for being upfront about your struggles.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us right here on Reformed and Real. My name is Mario Hernandez.
I'm Wayne Burt.
And we'll see you guys next week. Thank you, Tristan.
Thank you, guys.